Young man. I beg your pardon, young man.
Were you speaking to me by any chance?
Yeah, speaking to you without the slightest chance.
I beg your pardon.
Keep the change. And mine, too.
Now, I'm not in the habit,
I don't know anything about your habits. What I want to know is, did you get my telegram reserving room?
Well, what might your name be?
Well, the name might be McGinty, but it's not. My name is Claude Davis.
Oh, Mr. Davis. Yes, indeed. Well, how do you do, Mr. Davis?
My granddaughter, Sally. My granddaughter, Ruth.
How do you do? This is indeed a great pleasure. Now, if you will take the trouble, Mr. Davis.
All right, all right. Now, young man, what I want is rooms with plenty of sunshine. I want plenty of fresh air. And above all, I want quiet. You understand? I want quiet.
Yes, sir. You'll be perfectly satisfied, Mr. Davis, I'm sure.
All right, if I'm not, you'll hear from me.
Oh, sweet C. Yes, sir. Sweet C for Mr. Davis. Right this way.
Come on, Sally. Come on. Now, better yourself. Do you happen to know where my nephew, Tom Robbins, lives?
Oh, yes, sir. He lives in one of those small cottages about a half mile down the beach, sir.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Are you going to be here long?
About 2 weeks. Maybe longer.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Grandpa, we knew those 2 boys at school.
Yeah. Well, school's over now. Come on upstairs. Come on upstairs.
Good morning, cheerio, and how do you do? Are there any new arrivals with old faces to remodel today?
Sure. The Davis family just registered.
That's splendid. A couple of new faces for Letty. When it's facial time, it's facial time. Where do they hibernate?
Sweet C.
Fine. The queen of the beauty parlor flies on the wings of time. My motto, boy, is never pan the pan that feeds you.
Yeah, go easy. The old gent's a tough customer.
A man is as tough as his wife lets him be. Boy, you ought to know that sound. You've taken the count many times. Wow.
Say, just a minute here.
There. You go back there. Go back there.
Somebody better do something before Unky starts singing his hymn of hate again.
Why, here's it. I can't come to a hotel without being annoyed.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm so sorry, but Papa, you keep your nose away from keyholes. The eyes have it, but no nose. No nose.
Okay, you might have broken my nose.
That's right, I might have. Who knows? There's a nipsey for you, isn't it?
Say, who are you?
Who am I? I'm the girl Paul Revere rode to keep the date with. You remember me, of course you do. Uh-huh. I suppose these are the young Davisettes.
Right the first time. A house detective. Thanks for the visit.
I am a greater and a bigger bargain than that. Somebody much more important. Somebody that stands between you and old age. Somebody...
I can guess. Wait a minute.
Oh, gold. Better than gold. I am selling insurance against the ravages of fatigue and time. Against the loss of that schoolgirl complexion. I furnish every woman with the weapons to defeat her greatest enemies. I wish you to retire at once. I never accept last-minute invitations.
I insist.
I'm the bringer of good news.
A bootlegger.
Better than that. I am beauty's handmaiden. I am the representative of the hotel beauty parlor. I know I don't look it, but that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it.
A facelifter.
The Ardmore Hotel boat of the most modern and completely equipped beauty shop west of the Rockies. Every device known to science for the preservation of...
I will tell the phone the manager.
Here, come here. You save your upper and lower diaphragm. You may need your wind in a storm, Admiral. Here, this is for you.
What?
There.
No galoshes? How does the tune go? Can you sing it?
Can I sing it? Can I sing it, Papa? Oh, can I sing it, Papa? Come on, girls, draw up a chair. Letty's going to play you across the board. When I was a kid so high, the girls all teased me, how they displeased me and got me sore. They poked such fun at me and called me lanky. I got so cranky, revenge I swore. To get even with all womankind, I vowed I'd never stop. I studied hard and them off. They may not come around again when once I've done my stuff. But at the prices that I charge them once is quite enough. Their husbands don't know 'em. When Letty gets through with 'em, they won't forget my beauty shop. Now you ought to see 'em. When Letty gets through with 'em, oh, what I do with 'em, it's nobody's business. As I keep reducing 'em, I increase my fee. Lay it on and loosen 'em from a lot of currency. When low brows want high brows, their eyebrows, I jerk 'em out. I pull 'em and roll 'em out until they holler stop. A woman came into my shop, she had a heavy beard. When we removed the beard, we found her face had disappeared. Her husband won't know her. When Letty gets through with her, she won't forget my beauty shop.
Slick, woman, you're hot.
I'm so hot my husband can't get fire insurance. I always wanted to go on the stage, but somehow I never could make it. Hi-ho, that's the way it is in this world. Here today and in hock tomorrow.
Woman, will you leave?
Papa, will you stop teasing? You see, our beauty shop makes a specialty of...
Do you own your own shop?
No, I just work there on commission. You see, every time I bring in 2 new faces, I get a facial free. My husband doesn't make a very big salary.
Well, we're not interested in your private affairs.
Hooray for cough drop. You see, some people collect coupons, others stamps, and some collect children. But me, I am a facial fiend. I'm just crazy about having my pan pampered with.
Doesn't your face crack under the strain?
What of it? I can't help it. I've got to have it. It's just got me. I've got to have enough facials all summer to last me all winter when the hotel is closed.
Poor thing. Can't you break yourself of the habit? We're big-hearted. We'll invest a couple of faces.
You will not. You'll have nothing to do with that maniac.
Say, listen here, Papa. A guy with a face like yours becomes a national calamity. You know, a couple of treatments wouldn't do you any harm.
Woman, will you leave?
Look here. You see there? Look, it's coming out in handfuls. Do you see it? See that?
Oh, woman. If you
don't do something about it soon, the flies will be using your head for a skating rink.
Oh, will you please get out?
Our special Egyptian steam treatment will absolutely do you good. Relax the nerves. Stimulate the liver. Grow hair. Let me see your bald spot. It fascinates me.
Oh, Sally, Ruth,
I've got
the
to
woman
see your
is
bald
crazy.
spot. It fascinates me. Just one look at it. Uh-huh. Just as I thought. You need a toupee.
I'll never have a toupee.
You need a toupee. Girl, I'll make an appointment with you tomorrow morning.
We'll be there, in person, not a moving picture.
And Papa, don't forget. Oh, I'll get you yet.
Oh, and I told that clerk I wanted quiet rooms. Hello. Get me the manager. Get me the clerk.
Hello?
Look here. What do you mean by allowing that beauty parlor maniac to come up here and chase me all over my rooms? Why, this isn't a hotel. This is a madhouse.
Now, just a moment, Mr. Davis. I'll send a young man up to adjust any complaints you may have.
I don't want to see any young man. I tell you, I am checking out.
Romance beckons with all its power to you. How could a woman be so neglectful? Dear Tom, girls and I are just back from Europe. Coming to beach. See you and bride in few days. Uncle Claude.
Hello. 465. Yes. Hello? Hello, hotel? I want to speak to Mrs. Tom Robbins. Try the beauty shop.
Hello?
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 I want to speak to Mrs. Tom Robbins.
Just a moment, please. Oh, Mrs. Robbins.
Yeah?
The telephone for you.
Shall I come out?
I'll bring it in to you.
Hello?
Hello?
This is Mrs. Robbins.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
this is Mr. Robbins.
Yeah?
Yeah. Say, what's the idea of leaving this place looking like a pig pen? You not only do that, but you throw my telegrams all around the floor in the hope that I'll starve to death while I'm looking for them. That telegram was from Uncle Claude, and he's coming here. He may even be in the hotel now. And you know I wanted you to make a good impression on him. If he doesn't think that I've married a real domestic little homemaker, well, he'll never give us a cent.
Oh, Tom, I'm awfully sorry. I didn't know that telegram was from Uncle Claude. Oh, dear, don't you worry, darling. I'll make an impression on him, all right. I can't fail to make an impression on him. Girls, get me out of here, will you? I've got to get over it right away to my Uncle Claude. Can you imagine my embarrassment?
Hello. Come on in, Tommy.
I was just getting a nose full of your dinner as long as I can't get a mouthful of my own.
Oh, you poor boy. Haven't you eaten yet?
All we have at our house is a lot of bologna.
That's a shame.
You know, Letty's starving me to death.
Oh, well, you stay here and have dinner with Harry and me. That is, if he ever shows up.
Great. Funny, isn't it? You're always waiting for your husband to come home, and I'm always waiting for my wife. Sometime they're both going to show up on time, and then we can start a quartet.
Well, I don't see anything so funny in always waiting.
Some wise guy once said that people marry their opposites. I guess that's right. I wonder what Uncle Claude will think of Letty.
Oh, that's right. You're going to inherit a lot of money from him someday, aren't you?
Not if he finds out I've married a grocery delivery wagon.
Anybody home?
Gee, marriage to you would be just like a table d'hote dinner. Everything would be ready and waiting.
Oh, that's too much compliment for one dinner.
Like to knit?
Mm-hmm. I make all of Hortense's sweaters, and I make all my own clothes.
Make all your own clothes? Gee, that's smart. All Letty ever made for me was trouble.
Uncle Claude, come in.
Greetings, you young radical. You didn't expect me so soon, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, so this is Mrs. Robin. Well, welcome to the family. You know, I'm Tommy's Uncle Claude.
Well, Uncle, you see, my wife...
My. What a nice, cozy place you have here. Just ideal for a young bride and groom. You know, I looked for you next door. Yeah, but I said that no relative of mine would ever live in a pig pen like that.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Well, you see, my wife is...
Yes, I know. Well, I've always said, Tom, that when you did marry a nice little domestic girl like this, a good cook, a good housekeeper. Oh, marriage is a wonderful institution for young people. Oh, my soul and body. Well, Tom, this is wonderful. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Why didn't you cable me, Tom? Oh, my darling. Congratulations. Oh, I am delighted.
Well, Mr. You see that
No,
sweater?
dear, no. Don't explain. I understand. No, you don't. Oh, dear. You know, I believe that in a couple of days, my boy, you are going to get a nice big check.
That'll be fine.
Oh, yes, that's the least an old codger like me can do for his future grandnephew. Yeah, or grandniece, or whatever it's going to be. This is what I call peace and quiet.
Greetings! Merry Christmas! Noisy 4th of July! I thought I'd find you over here where you don't belong.
Do you know this assassin?
Why, there's my old friend Toopy! Hello, sweetheart. What are you doing over here, huh?
Get rid of this woman at once.
What are you, my official bouncer?
Oh, why, Mr. Davis, I didn't know you knew Lenny. I thought you said that Tom got married. Why?
Well, you see, that's it.
Well, we've been neighbors for years.
Yeah, oh, so it's you that lives next door.
Yes, would you like to dispossess me?
Yeah, woman, go back to your pig pen where you belong.
You've been snooping around my cottage. Listen here, young man, if I catch you hanging around there again, Mama certainly is going to whip Papa. What ails you? Are you reducing?
You see, this is my Uncle Claude. I've spoken to you about him often. Mr. Davis, president of the International Ketchup and Tomato Company.
Oh, gee, I'm sunk.
Oh, woman, will you leave?
Oh, Uncle Claude, can you have you ever... Oh, if my husband had only told me. Oh, Tom, why didn't you?
Oh, you see, Uncle Claude, her husband is a friend of yours. He's a big tomato sauce man from...
Say, what are you raving about? You're not a big tomato and sauce man from... What? Oh, Uncle Claude, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm going to get out of here. I've got to get out of here.
Now, Uncle Claude, now you mustn't get
You
nervous.
take the air.
What do you think I am, a windmill?
Oh.
I'll be back in a minute.
Now, my dear, I'm sorry, but I've got to be going. And, my dear, take my advice and don't become too intimate with that terrible woman. If Tom had have ever married a creature like that...
Now, what's this all about? What did you do to him?
I didn't have the slightest idea who he was. I only knew him to be one of those rich new arrivals. So I went up into his suite and I pulled some of that high-pressure sales method of mine on him.
Good night. You fixed my future now.
I'm sorry. Dreadfully sorry.
Sorry. I knew you'd keep on clowning like this till something happened.
Tom, honestly, I wouldn't have had this happen for anything in the world.
Oh, stop acting. You're getting all set now to pull that one about the millionaire feeling sorry for the tramp.
No, don't.
No, I should have quit you long ago. Anyway, before this thing happened, I'm through.
Thank you, my dear, thank you. I'm so glad that Tom married a nice little girl like you. I'm going to like you very much, my dear. And when Uncle Claude says he likes, he says it with cash. Goodbye, my dear. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Uncle
Goodbye.
Claude.
Tom, come away from that woman.
Leaving so soon, Uncle?
Yeah.
Well, I'll walk part of the ways with you.
Look here, Tom. If you had ever married a woman like that tall creature, you'd never get a cent of my money.
Well, being married to her would be hard on me, wouldn't it?
Hard. It'd be fatal to you or anybody else.
I'll walk to the pier with you.
All right.
It isn't very polite to start reading the minute you're home.
I'm trying to find a little good news, a nice murder or something. A little comedy relief for the home fire blues you sing.
Stop hiding behind that paper.
Hiding from you? Impossible.
I told you when I married you that I couldn't cook and I don't like housework.
Yeah, well, I found that out. You're just lazy.
Lazy, I am not. I'd work like a dog if I had something artistic to do. Something befitting a delicate, high-strung, sensitive personality like mine.
Sensitive?
Yes, sensitive, ha-ha. If I could bob my hair and put a bandeau around it and a couple of yards of cheesecloth around here and go in for Greek dancing.
Yeah, well, suppose you start expressing yourself by putting on an apron and buying some frankfurters and doing a little Greek cooking.
Are you broadcasting? I'm listening.
But I warn you, I'll leave you. What I need is the kind of a life that will bring back my radio voice. Plenty of rest and good food and regularity of...
Yes, fresh air and long walks and sunshine. You don't want a wife. You want a sanitarium. There. Am I blue? Am I blue? Da 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 dee da 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 dee dee da 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 dee la doo.
You might try talking to your wife occasionally.
When? During intermission?
Oh, why did I ever marry you?
For revenge, I guess, and baby, you sure got it.
Oh!
One more crack out of you about what a good cook Grace is, and I'll knock you right through that door into her pots and pans. You should have married a kitchen stove.
That's hot.
No more wise cracks from the broken crockery.
Say, I'll wisecrack just as much as I want.
You do what?
Oh, I'll get out of here.
Slam the door as you go out.
Why, what's the matter, Tommy? You look worried.
I'm not worried. I'm just exhausted.
Letty and I just had another battle.
Oh, you poor boy.
You know, Grace, my wife doesn't understand me.
Oh, that's a shame.
Now, if I was only married to someone like you, Grace, dear.
Tommy, you mustn't.
Did anybody ever tell you you had lovely hands?
Not since I've been married.
I didn't know you were home, Harry.
Yeah, I'll send you a telegram the next time.
Do you suppose he saw us holding hands?
I don't know. And I don't care if he did. The brute.
Come in. Hello, Harry. Pull down the drawbridge and enter. The Duke's away on a hunting trip. Sit down.
Hey, Letty. Would you believe me if I said that my wife didn't understand me?
Oh, that's too bad. Why don't you stay home nights and tell her something about yourself?
No, if she spent half as much time on her face as she did her veal cutlet, well, I'd relish it.
Are you speaking of the lady or the cutlet?
Imagine how I feel when I come home nights and find her looking like the follies of 1910. Takes all the pep out of me. Now, with you, Letty, it's different.
Oh, Harry, you're killing me.
Yeah, you're somewhat of a killer yourself.
Harry, I wish Tommy'd get a suit like yours.
Oh, you like the suit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Soft, creepy material. Get the bare suggestion of figure. It's the latest shriek from London.
It's a scream, all right. I like the little digitalis around the majazbo here. It's really stunning.
You know, Letty, you have beautiful, slender, graceful hands.
Do you really think so?
Yeah. Grace's hands are all thumbs, mostly down.
Harry, I'd like to speak to you outside a minute.
All right, Tom.
What's the idea of making love to my wife?
That wasn't love, that was conversation.
Well, when you had to hold her hands, what were you describing, a wrestling match?
I'm a nervous temperament.
Yeah, well, you keep your nervous temperament away from my wife.
Yeah? Where were you?
I was practicing voice culture.
Well, since when is my home a rehearsal hall?
You wouldn't know a home if you saw one.
Yeah? Well, you come on down by the ocean. I want to talk to you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello, may I come in?
Sure. Let them all in.
Oh, what is the matter? You're as nervous as a cat.
Grace, I am one jump ahead of a fit.
Oh, what's wrong?
Plenty.
Now, calm yourself, Letty. Calm yourself. Tell me what happened.
Listen, Harry was in here a minute ago, and he was telling me what pretty hands I have.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And Tommy got terribly jealous.
Jealous? Tom jealous of Harry? Oh, how perfectly ridiculous.
Oh, I don't know about that. Tommy admires me very much. But listen here, from what I can gather, Harry is extremely jealous of Tommy.
You don't say so.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh, I don't know. Well, listen. Were they really very angry?
Angry? They've gone down the beach now to have it out.
Oh, suppose they kill each other.
Boy, wouldn't that be awful?
Oh, and Harry's the only husband I've got.
Well, Tom is no leading man. But believe me, he is a comfort around the house.
Oh.
Are you all right, Tommy, darling?
Are you all right, dear?
Certainly we're all right. Aren't we, Tom?
Perfect.
Tom and I have just come to a big decision. Haven't we, Tom?
Yes, indeed we have.
You tell him, Tom.
You tell him and I'll pat my foot.
Well, you see, the fact is that...
Yes, it certainly is.
Yes, it certainly is. What is it? A vaudeville act? Go ahead and spill it.
Yes, let's have it.
Well, to get right to the point,
Yes.
see, we figured we'd exchange wives.
Yes, precisely.
What?
Why, you're both crazy.
Well, now, you see, Tom figured that Grace was such a good cook and he's such a food hound that...
Yes, and Harry figured that as long as he likes to make whoopee and Letty invented it...
Mm-hmm. So you two masterminds decided that you had both married the wrong girl.
And you'd remedy the mistake by switching.
Well, that's about it.
That's exactly it.
Well, of all the gall.
They don't need a nerve tonic. That's a cinch.
Well, now, understand, girls, we're not going to really...
Oh, no, we won't really...
Oh, you mean you won't, really?
Oh, you won't? Really?
No.
Not really?
No.
I see.
Really?
So we girls have just taken on probation, so to speak.
Uh-huh. So you two fellows have figured it all out, and you're going to give us the air.
Refined air, ozone.
Well, I think it's outrageous and disgusting. Whose idea was this, anyway?
Well, we thought that it was a kind of a collaboration.
Yeah.
I wrote the words and he wrote the music.
Oh, I see. It took two heads to hammer this idea out. Say, Grace, step into my office, will you? We'll talk this thing over.
So after all, you don't think we'd...
Keep calm, keep calm.
I know, but I've never swapped wives before, neither have you.
Keep cool, Tommy, keep cool.
I'm cool, all right.
Oh, now, Letty, you're not going to really let them.
Listen, can't you see? If they really want to get rid of us, we can't do anything else but let them.
But supposing after we exchange for a while, Harry would prefer you.
Don't worry. I never purchase goods by sample.
Well, that's a relief.
Would you want Tommy as a permanent institution?
I should say not.
Well, I don't want that giraffe that belongs to you.
Well, anyway, I'm afraid, I just couldn't...
Nonsense. This is the chance of a lifetime to teach them such a lesson that they'll eat out of our hands forever after.
How?
Listen, Tommy's always bawling me out about being a rotten cook and housekeeper. You take him for a week and stuff him with food till he cries for help.
Say, that's not a bad idea.
Harry's always bawling you out about not dressing well, sitting home and tending to the house. I'll take him for a week. Oh, boy, how I'll take him. I'll give him so much excitement and action that he'll crawl back to you on his hands and knees.
Letty, you're a genius.
Oh, you're generous. What do you say?
I'm with you.
Okay, baby. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Come on now.
Well?
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 Well, we've decided. Harry, you come over here with me for a week, and Tommy, you go over there with Grace.
Well, you mean for a week? For a week?
We can get a divorce later. Grace and I are not going to take any such serious steps as that until we're perfectly sure that she wants Tommy and I want you. And a week's trial will give us all the information we need.
Undoubtedly. Positively.
Absolutely.
Good. Is it a bargain?
It's more than a bargain. It's a fire sale. Well, I'm game if you are.
Your latchkey.
Your latchkey.
Now, Harry, make it snappy. And you better be good.
I'm going to pack. I'll be right back. Well, when do we eat? Tom still packing?
Yep. He's in.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel, Tom? Fine. How do you feel?
Pale and warmer.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, here they are, the two of them.
You mean the four of us. Let's do a minuet.
Right, choose your partners.
Well, Tommy, we better get started.
Started, he's way ahead of you and leading the way. Remember, early to bed and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
So long, Letty.
So long, Tommy.
So
I know. We always have roast beef Thursday. Wednesday, lamb chops. Tuesday, steak. Monday, hash. You don't need a calendar in this house. You can smell the days.
Well, for dessert, we have the
Loveliest lemon pie. I know. We always have lemon pie Thursday. Wednesday, rice pudding. Tuesday, bread pudding. Monday, apple pie and whipped cream. Sunday, applesauce.
Come on. Does Mama's new papa want his dinner?
I'm too tired to eat, Letty.
Well, come on in and sit down, and I'll give you nothing but service. Nothing but service.
I don't want anything to eat.
Oh, well, you'll need plenty of food before morning because we're going out on a wild party.
What, again tonight?
Wow.
Letty, if you ever have a kid, it'll be an L car conductor. Yes, I want something. Coffee. Strong and black.
Boy, you've got it right there. Strong and black. Aged in the pot since yesterday morning.
Oh, a guy doesn't know when he's well off. I'd rather sleep than eat.
Oh, please, go away and let me sleep.
Letty, please, I can do without that.
Don't disturb my
Please,
slumbers deep. Well, what kind of fish will you have? Salmon, sardines, or tuna? Name your can. I have the brand. How's your appetite?
I don't need any appetite. I'm starved already, but I'm too tired to eat. Now, there's a condition for you.
Well, you might be in a worse condition. You might have ptomaine. Well, far be it from me to force a man to eat. If you don't want to eat, all right, that's your business. It's there for you. Use your own judgment. Oh, one I love, two I love, three I love, I say.
I wish I had my own wife back again. I wish I had my...
70 loves, 80 wants to wed. Da-da-dee-da-da-da-dee-dee-da, that's what the daisy said. Me for me. Aye.
Hello, operator. Give me Beechwood 4852. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Grace. This is Harry. Listen, honey, please let me come home. Please, will you? This dame over here's got me on my heels. I'm collapsing. She's had me out every night, all night, and when she can't find a party to go to, well, she has one here. Honey, please let me come home. I'll be good. I'll come home for supper every night. How have you been, honey?
I've been fine, and listen here, let me tell you something. You made your bed, and you can lie in it. Tom and I are getting along very well, and we're very, very happy. And he enjoys eating my cooking, and just as long as he enjoys eating it, he can eat it.
Well, but Grace, Grace? Hello? Hello, Grace. Say, listen, don't you hang up on me. Hello? 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 Hello?
That isn't the phone. It's the doorbell.
I was just going.
Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but I was in the backyard bathing. I mean bathing the nasty nasturtiums.
Oh, I came over to tell you that my husband's been called out of town suddenly, and I'm giving a party over at my cottage. Everybody's coming. You and Harry must dash over.
Why, of course we will. Harry adores parties. When do you want us?
The sooner the quicker.
All right, we'll slip on the top step and be right over.
All right, baby. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I tell you, I'm not going to any more parties. I'm not going to spend my entire life in a tuxedo.
Are you going to go and get dressed, or am I going to dress you?
Oh, please, Letty, please.
This way to the soup and fish.
Oh, let me stay home tonight.
Now, you stay here and you get dressed.
My clothes are in the kitchen.
I'll go get them.
Have you a match?
No, but my sister has a lighter.
Oh, well, you can't clean your fingernails with a lighter.
Haven't we met someplace before? Don't you girls know Mrs. Dipsy? Well, you should know her. She's giving a party tonight. And when she gives, sister, how she gives.
I'm quite sure we don't know her, but perhaps we ought to. I think we should.
Here. Hey, what's going on here?
Grandpa, these are some old friends of ours. Yes, Grandpa. These are some more boys we knew at school.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, school is still out.
But, Grandpa, they invited us to a party tonight over at Mrs. Zipser's.
Zipser? Oh, no woman with a name like that could give a decent party. Besides, I'm going to call on my nephew, Tom Robbins, and you two girls are going with me. What do you know about that?
A shooting star. 2 shooting stars. And oh, how they shoot.
Huh? I don't see any shooting star. I don't see any stars at all.
Well, the party's off. Mrs. Zipser's husband didn't get out of town. Isn't that too bad?
Yeah, well, that's great. I can get some sleep now.
Oh, don't be silly, Harry. There's other places to go.
Yeah, well, there's one place you can go, and you won't need me for an escort.
Oh, Harry.
Now, don't be silly, Letty. I'm not going to get in this straitjacket again. I wouldn't go out tonight for anything.
But her party was called off. So we all boxed over here.
Oh, come in. I'm glad you came. Make yourself at home, of course. I see you brought your banjos with you, boys. Go ahead and tune up. Fun.
The party.
Well, girls, park yourselves around here and make yourselves at home with you. You'll find ice in the icebox and plenty of ale in the ginger ale. I'll go out and bring out the life of the party.
No, get out there.
Are you going to get up and get dressed, or must I knock you unconscious and dress you?
Oh, the day I left Grace, somebody should have poisoned me.
I never thought of that, but it's a good idea. Will cyanide do? Or do you prefer potassium?
Ah.
Well, where's Harry? We
He'll be in just as soon as he finds his false teeth.
Say, Letty, will you do something?
Sure, I imitate wild birds and beasts of the forest. My first imitation will be that of a wild eyelash. Wow, wow, wow. Do you know my strongest weakness? No, I mean the song. Play it. Every psychoanalyst that's analyzing told me I would never, never fall in love. They all say your mental strength is most surprising. They thought I was a Sandow, but I fooled them, and how? I've got a weakness, I must confess. This is a weakness you'll never get. I've tried to hide it, I hope it don't show. I'll not confide it, embarrass you know. Scotchmen like brandy, Chinamen like rice, kids fall for candy, gamblers for dice. Even the strongest have weaknesses too. My strongest weakness is you. I've got a weakness, I must confess. This is a weakness you'll never get. like brandy, Chinamen like rice, kids fall for candy, gamblers for dice, even the strongest have weaknesses too. My strongest weakness is you.
How's your indigestion, dear?
It's getting no better fast.
Oh, don't you think I'd better call a doctor?
Say, if you don't stop annoying me, you're going to have to call a doctor for yourself.
Harry, the gloom chaser. Get hot, boys, get hot.
You're one sweet little yes, means all my happiness. Oh, baby, never, never tell me no. You take away my breath, keep yes and me to death. No, baby, never, never let me go. Why, you've got dozens of cousins and dozens of aunts, relatives by the score. Write 'em, invite 'em, and give 'em a chance to come around too. You're one sweet little yes, means orange blossoms and that old full dress. Oh, baby, never, never let me go.
How about a little drink? How about a little drink?
Well, how about a glass of hot water?
Fine. Make it scalding and throw it at yourself.
Oh, now just a nice glass of hot water with a little soda in it.
And a cherry. Give me liberty or give me death. You're enough to drive a man screwy.
Why, Tom, where are you going?
Ice skating.
Oh.
We're pinched. Why, it's Cupid!
On with the dance!
What are you doing here?
Letty, dear, please let me come back. That woman's driving me crazy.
Now, you made your bed, now you eat it.
Oh, Letty,
All right, all right. We'll let you go out and wash the dishes. On with the dance. What do we say?
Good evening, my dear.
Hello.
Where's your husband?
Oh, he just stepped out for a minute.
Ah, he shouldn't leave you alone like this.
Well, he had to go on business.
Oh. What a nice, cozy place you have here. Tom's a lucky boy, my dear.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Uncle Claude.
You've been a fine influence to Tom.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
And don't think I don't appreciate it, my dear. And when Uncle Claude says that he appreciates anything, he pays for it. There, my dear.
For me?
Yeah, for you and your husband.
Why, but $50,000. I'll give this check to Tom as soon as he comes home.
All right. Yes. What's that noise?
Oh, the people next door are having a party.
That terrible woman? You should have all the rest and quiet that you possibly can get, dear. Yeah, and by golly, you're going to have it, too. Here, where's the telephone?
Why, what are you going to do?
I'm going to stop that terrible noise. You don't suppose that I'm going to allow a woman like that to jeopardize your health and your well-being at a time like this? Huh, I should say not. I'll have the whole lot of them in jail. Give me the police station.
How can you change a sad affair to fun?
By doing what appeals to everyone.
And that is
Clowning.
clowning. drowning. Though it wouldn't go in France, and in England not a chance. But the proper thing to do here is to kick him in the pants. Clowning. Clowning. It's Uncle Sammy's antidote for frowning. And in diplomatic circles and in big affairs of state, when congressmen and senators can't get the issue straight, they get their heads together and they sing, Sweet Old Line. Sweet Old Line. My Old Line. My old line. Louding. Louding. Louding.
And they're breaking every law of the Constitution, including all of the amendments. So hurry. Yeah. Yeah.
I miss you so long, Letty, if you go on your way.
Isn't that Tom's voice?
Oh, I don't think so.
What? That's Tom's voice. The rascal. Telling you that he's got to work and going in there to her home. I'm ashamed of it. No nephew of mine can treat a wife like you like that. No, sir. I'll get him. I'll drag him here and I'll make him confess everything. I'll show him that he can't treat you like that. You know, at a time like this, my dear.
But Uncle, go
all
on.
right. Now, where's my hat? That's all right.
So long, Letty,
What are you doing here with that?
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Davis? How are you?
Don't do that. I don't like...
Hello there. I'm Robinson Crusoe. Put it
You
there,
go
boy.
away.
Put it there.
Go away. I don't like your type.
So do I.
Here. Come back here. Come back here. You're a couple of bad girls, and I ought to have you put in a reform school.
But we haven't done any harm. We
Oh,
haven't...
shut up. I'll have you deported. Look here. You two get your things on. Here. Tom. Come back here. What are you doing in this terrible place?
Well, I just came over to borrow a dictionary.
Ah. You ought to be ashamed of yourself lying to your wife.
Why, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Robbins. You leave my house immediately.
Yes, go right home, Tom.
And you must stay, Mr. Davis.
What?
We'll get a lot of laughs.
What?
I mean, you'll get a lot of laughs.
In your house, I wouldn't think that.
Oh,
Yes.
but you gotta stay.
No.
Digger's a cop.
Good evening.
Awfully glad you dropped in to see us, officer.
Drunk, huh? Disorderly, huh? Disturbing the peace, huh?
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 Uh-huh.
Hey, now look here,
Ah,
Mr.
you shut up. It's old birds like you that demoralize the youth of our country. Who lives here?
I do.
Where'd this come from?
Come here. You two. Hey, look here. You take your dirty hands off me. You can't arrest me. I am Claude Davis, president of the International Cat...
And I'm the Queen of the May. Come on.
Here, you can't arrest that old gentleman. He wasn't here. He wasn't.
He wasn't? I suppose he isn't here now. You tell it to the judge. He gets paid for listening to lies. Come on, boys, take him along.
You can't arrest me. I've got an appointment for a facial tomorrow.
So's your Aunt Emma.
Oh, my Aunt Emma wouldn't know what a facial was.
This way,
Oh, you make me sick.
Come on,
But,
you
officer, I don't
get
belong
mine
here.
now.
No, we know it.
You've been aching to talk for the past half hour. Kindly tell the court what you were doing at this party. Are you a singer, too? No, Your Honor, I am not a singer. I am Claude Davis, president of the International Tomato Ketchup Company. Will you tell the truth about this, or will you go to jail?
Your Honor, this may seem a bit strange to you, but we traded husbands and wives for a week.
You did what?
I am really married to Tommy Robbins, and she is really married to Harry Miller. Both boys got tired of their own wives.
Look here, Tom Robbins, do you mean to say that you are married to this, One moment, sir. Another remark like that, and you'll go to jail for a month. But, my dear judge,
That's all there is to it. Tommy preferred Grace to me, and Harry preferred me to Grace, so we swapped.
Yeah, and Your Honor, I got no bargain. I regret it. So do I.
No one regrets it more than I do.
And I want Tommy back. He's not very much to look at, Judge, but he does lend atmosphere in the home. He lends more sphere than atmos, but I like it.
Well, if I understand this situation correctly, all parties to this astonishing and illegal exchange sincerely regret it and desire to return to their respective husbands and wives.
Will you repeat that, Judge? Judge, my pal, I'd rather live with scarlet fever than with this woman.
Me too, only I'll take tonsillitis.
Yeah, and I'd rather eat rat poison than live with that Mrs. Miller.
You'll eat those words. He'll eat anything he can get near his mouth. And that's so big he can't miss it.
Oh, and to think I was going to give you a big check. Very well, then. I command that each one of you return immediately to his husband or wife. And to ensure good conduct in the future, I parole each husband to each wife and each wife to each husband. Your Honor, may I ask my nephew a question?
Yes.
Tom, how about my future grandnephew or grandniece or whatever it was going to be? Answer the gentleman's question.
Well, you see, Mr. Davis, Your Honor, that little sweater I was knitting was for Hortense, my dog.
Yeah, oh, you deceiver. Oh,
Now, Uncle Claude, don't you lose
Now,
your...
look here, as for you, you will regret this to your dying day. You're a menace to society. Why, the world would be better off.
David, I advise you to control your temper.
But, please.
On next case.
Oh, dear. Oh, my.
Wait, stop, look, and listen.
You take your hands off of me. Aren't you satisfied? Ruining my reputation? Wrecking my faith in mankind? Yes, and womankind, too.
But, Uncle Claude, it's not as bad as you think. You haven't lost anything. I'm sorry. I'll give you back the check that you gave me.
What? Say, where'd you get that check? I never gave that check to you.
I gave it to Tom. Well, it was made out to Mr. and Mrs. Tom Robbins, so naturally it wasn't mine.
Yes, and good husbands always share everything with their wives.
The thing that you have taken from me that hurts more than anything else is the fond hope I had for a future grandnephew or a grandniece. If it wasn't for that, I might be able to forgive all of you.
Uncle Claude.
What do you want? What? No.
Here's a toast to Uncle Claude, the tomato ketchup king. He's wined and dined us royally and forgiven us everything. He's given Ruth his promise that she can marry Joe. That's if she loves him 12 months hence. Of course she will, I know. And Sally can have her Clarence to honor and obey. That's if in a year she still can stand to listen to him play. He gave Grace back her husband as good as when first wed.
ladies and gentlemen, nieces, nephews, and grandchildren. And now, I have a surprise for Letty. I am taking Sally and Ruth abroad for a whole year. And I want Letty to come with us.
Oh, now, Letty,